Hi guys. You opened your right eye and then again started tightly seeing the horrific scene where a masked man slicing the flesh in infinite pieces. Your hand impulsively reached for the remote and you turned off the TV. Disgusting, a mumble which really doesn't sound like a mumble because of the absolute silence in the entire house. Yes, you're again home alone tonight, not for entire night, just for a few hours. Pin drop silence, even the sound of your heartbeat can be heard. You wandered your eyes in your surrounding and let out a deep breath, finding emptiness. This is actually scary. The hushness broke as a high-pitched sound of shattering of glass made you flinched. Who's there? You cluelessly got up heading to the kitchen. There was a little fear inside you, but you need to know who can be there. No one, strange, weird, and creepy as well. You picked up the broken pieces carefully. But the odd one thing is, now you were feeling like being watched from past minutes. The fear arose even more. Various non-existing things, or maybe they do exist, occupied your mind. You gulped, but before your thoughts could get any worse, you inconsiderately took out your phone. You tapped your fingertips on its screen. Should I call? You thought. No, I should not disturb him. Just over a nonsensical thing, you breathed out. It is scheduled on upcoming Sunday. They said he got some acute thing and apologizing for delaying it, said Ji-Hoo in one breath. Alright, he lazily mouthed in reply without removing his eyes from the other screen. Sir, may I leave now? I mean, it's already 8 and moreover nowadays I heard it's not safe being alone and there's no one except Sammy at home. You can leave. He cutted his words. Ji-Hoo bowed before leaving. He sighed, thinking about you. You are also alone, but there's security, right? He shouldn't be worried. A familiar buzzing sound caught his attention. Hello, your low, nervous voice reverberated in his ears. You rolled your eyes on his drier than desert reply. Are you busy? You asked nonchalantly. Kind of. What happened? His obvious question made you pause for a few seconds. It's just not important. I was feeling alone and strange. Did you again did some weird shit? You bite your lower lip, not saying anything. I told you, didn't I? You still replied him with silence. He sighed. You're feeling alone, right? You nodded and hummed. Turn off all the lights and sat on a corner, then you won't feel alone anymore. His words were really scary. Yeah, why are you saying that? I'm already feeling scared and here you joking around with me. You heard a little chuckle. Alright, I'll be there within an hour or two. Okay, you slowly mouthed with a gloomy face and he hung up the call. Again silence. Even if he was scolding you a minute ago, you still felt comfort while talking with him, but this weird feeling of someone watching you was scary. You know it might be your illusion. You brushed your thoughts and walked to your room. You wore a light blue floral dress after getting fresh. While humming music, you were doing your hairs. You suddenly turned around with wide eyes, hearing some sound coming from downstairs. I turned off the TV, right? You recalled while mumbling. You took a deep breath, making your way to the living room. Is someone pranking you? Your eyes widened. A shiver went down to your spine, seeing an unknown person watching the TV. Same movie was playing from where you left. Her back was facing you. Tears itself started filling your eyes in terror. Your trembling legs started moving backward until you hit the wall. Boring, right? A dark, mysterious sound echoed and he slowly turned his head and your heart almost skipped beat as he flashed a sinister smile, which scared the shit out of you. He caught up, his ominous grin getting wider as he got closer to you. You wanted to shout out so bad, but nothing was coming out of your throat. He hummed in satisfaction, seeing fear in your eyes. So, how are you, Belle? Wait, you won't mind calling you Belle, right? He sat on the couch and continued. Actually, you are reminding me a girl Samara. She liked when I call her Belle. I really love her, but signed. She rejected me over a man who I hated the most. Right now, possibly they both cursing me in hell. He slightly chuckled. Security. You tried to shout, but it sounded like a whisper. Please, dear Belle, don't waste your energy on screaming and blah blah. No one can come inside, he winked. Without thinking, you ran towards the door and windows. But they were all locked. No way to escape. You shouted for help, calling security, but no one came. I told you. He yawned, showing his hands in pockets. You turned. Who are you and what do you want from me? You spoke as the tears started flowing through your eyes. 13 days, 11 hours I'm stalking you, getting every info about you and your husband's schedule, security system, etc., etc. After this much effort, I should be given a good reward, right? Please don't hurt me, you begged. He creepily laughed. Oh, Belle, who said I want to hurt you? I want to kill you. Your breath hitched. You wiped your tears and looked at the other direction. You tried to run, but he harshly grabbed your left arm, which must have left the marks. You yelped on a sudden sting pain on your left hand. Shh, I'm tired running behind you here and there. He dragged you to the closest room. He pushed you harshly in a corner. If you dare to move an inch, this knife will be shoved in your small, pretty throat. He said darkly and started talking to someone phone in foreigner language. You controlled your sobs and started looking for your mobile, but you realized that you left it in a room. Hey Belle, looking for this? You saw your mobile with him, your eyes widened, and then he dropped it purposely in a fish pot near him. No, oops, sorry. Gut-wrenching sobs arose from the throat. Your whole body was in pain. Let's not waste our time. He started taking steps towards you. Please, I beg you, don't kill me. Shh, it will be less painful if you don't move. You shutted your eyes tightly, embracing yourself. Suddenly, you heard some noises and the door of his room opened. You saw Taehyung panting heavily in sweat. His hairs were messy and security cops entered too. You rushed to him and buried yourself in his chest. Tears were flooding out of your eyes. He rubbed your back, breathing heavily. Shh, I know, don't say anything. After talking to you on call, he engulfed himself in his work, but just after a few minutes his mobile again buzzed. The caller ID was showing their security head. Yes, he asked in a serious tone. Sir, seems like our security system has hacked. What? He stood up. Where's 𝒉𝒏? She's inside the manor. Password has changed and we can't unlock it. Taehyung frustratingly face-palmed himself. Inform the cops immediately. I'm coming. Okay, sir. Mr. Kim, did your wife got any serious injury? One of the cops asked. Taehyung looked at you. You slowly shook your head while still keeping yourself in his embrace. Good. And don't worry, this accident won't be repeated ever again. Security and cops were holding the psycho tightly. But before you go, Taehyung glared at Psycho. While he was still smirking, he was about to take a step towards him. Mr. Kim, we will take care of this criminal. You should stay here with your wife. Same cop suggested. Taehyung looked at you and then nodded. You slowly turned your eyes to that killer for the last time and he showed his sinister grin. He pulled out the bunny mask from his jacket and put it on his face. See you soon, dear Belle. You can sense him smirking behind his mask. You shut your eyes tightly, not wanting him to see him anymore, but still his creepy smile was still playing in your mind. You were sitting on the edge of the bed, trying to forget everything that happened, thinking it was just a nightmare, but see you soon, dear Belle was keep echoing. Will he come again? Meanwhile, Taehyung has been talking to some people for too long, perhaps security, etc., as he doesn't want this to happen again. 𝒉𝒏, you came out of your thoughts hearing your name. Taehyung sat beside you, holding your hand softly. I'm sorry. You looked at him. Living alone myself, I never realized that. Are you fine living like this? I never asked you if you are okay being alone here. I'm sorry, he said and pulled you in a cuddle. It's okay, you said slowly. Neither of you said anything. You got hearing how his heart is beating too fast. You were scared. What if his heart came out? You can go to visit Amma for a few days if you want. You'll feel better there, he said and you hummed. Until you come, I'll hire a new maid. Let's sleep, shall we? He asked, loosening up the awkward moment. Yeah. Thank you for watching.